We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.
All right. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Hello and
Hello,
welcome back.
hello. How's everybody doing? What episode are we on?
72.
72?
72.
Episode number 72, and you guys are in here. You probably wondered, who is that on the screen? Who is that on the screen? We do
Who is
have a
that on the
guest.
screen?
Yes, they probably wondering who is that on the screen, but we'll let them know in a minute here. You want to do some announcements now, or we're going to do them during break?
Yeah, we can go ahead and jump.
Yeah, you
into
do
the
these and let me
announcements.
find where we're at. Just hold tight, Mr. Brown.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. First up is Memorial Day and Children's Mental Health Awareness Community Celebration and Proclamation. An event by Hope Wins and Operation Love is one of the sponsors.
Mm-hmm. And High Hope Freeport.
And High Hope Freeport. And that's going to be on Monday, May 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Freeport Arts Plaza. And they said what to expect is Memorial Day and Children's Mental Health Awareness Community Celebration and Proclamation. Join us this Memorial Day as we honor the future they fought for while coming together to uplift and support the mental health of our children and families at the Freeport Arts Plaza.
And I'm really looking forward to us participating in that. It's going to be hot, you guys. So if you come out, make sure you're hydrated or able to get hydrated because the temperature is going to be up there, but it's not supposed to rain or anything. So the weather should be good. It's for a good cause, and you guys get to join the celebration as far as the parade. So you want to come on out and join us.
Yes, and just to add, it will be directly after the parade. So
okay. And I didn't have that information, so
yeah,
thank you.
Yes, it will be directly after the parade ends. You're down there already. Come on right on around. Come see us and bring the kiddos.
Okay, directly after the parade ends, you guys come on around and, like I say, bring the youth out. You know, let them enjoy themselves. There's going to be some vendors down there with some great resources and things. You can find some information out. Plus, you can enjoy the parade and get you some candy. I'm sure they'll probably be tossing candy or something going on.
It's also going to be a live band, so it'll be live music.
What it'll be?
Nice.
Yes.
It'll be a live band.
Yes, I cannot think of the
What
name.
What band? Oh,
I was gonna say.
Forgive me because I cannot think of the name of the band, but it's a popular kids band. And
okay, good.
Yeah, come out, definitely come out. And
are they gonna be on the stage at the Art Plaza?
Yes, they will be on the stage at the Art Plaza.
You guys hear that right there, where all the action will be and where the parade will be coming around. There will be a live kids band right there playing on stage. You guys, you gotta come out and support. Come out, come out, come out, come out. I'm just moving this big old mic here out the way. We have equipment all over the place, and if you see us looking off to the side, we're not going crazy. We have cameras and apps set up over here and there, so we're streaming to a lot of places at the same time, not just through StreamYard here. So I have a couple of more announcements, and then I'm going to tell you who's with us. But if you're on our page and follow, you probably already have an idea. And so I'm going to let Chels finish her announcements, and we'll jump right into it.
All right. So next we have an event The American Sun, and that's going to be at Winneshake Playhouse on June 26th and 27th from 6 p.m. in onward. And that's going to be by the Boys and Girls Club of Freeport and Stevenson County, NAACP, and Citizens United for Rights, Respect, and Equity. Jur presents The American Sun.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I want to see that play. I
Mm-hmm.
did get a chance. I was invited by Mr. Ryan to tune in and kind of watch one of their rehearsals and give my opinion. So
Mm-hmm.
I think people are going to be, happy with it. It has a good message.
Oh, okay. Yep, and starring Philanice Brooks, who we did interview. We have an episode with
Yes, we
her.
did interview Philanies.
And we have Justin Salchek, Carl
Hmm.
Seward, and Bonnie Bush. And
Ronnie,
directed by,
did you say
Ronnie.
did you say Bonnie
Ronnie.
Bush?
Ronnie. I'm
Ronnie Bush.
sorry. Ronnie Bush.
Sorry, Ronnie, if you're
I'm so
listening, it's
sorry.
Ronnie, not Bonnie.
Yes.
The writing is
Stevenson
small,
County
though.
Board member Ronnie Bush.
If you
It is. It's the
it is
writing
really
on it
small.
is tiny, tiny, tiny. It couldn't get any smaller.
Yeah.
It reminds you of reading a prescription bottle or
Yeah, and
something,
I already don't have
or
my glasses.
instructions to something, and you don't have your glasses. Okay, they get the message though. They get the message.
Yeah.
They get
Directed
it.
by James Ryan.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
So
this
we
is
will.
directorial debut, so
Oh, it is.
Okay.
yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
we definitely
Today
got to
is
come out and support that.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
okay. Well, that
support.
was perfect.
And
Perfect.
people always say there's
Perfect.
nothing to do. Go out.
They always
and
do that.
Go to
Oh,
that.
it's nothing to do. What do you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
That should be the question. Not it's nothing to do. It's always something to do.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to pick something and go out and support.
Right. Okay, next we have Voices and Views is taking sponsors.
That's right. We got our new sponsorship package
package.
together, you guys.
Yes.
You've been talking, you've been asking, and you want to know how you can support. So Chelsea is going to tell you how.
We have different sponsorship packages. You could be a bronze sponsor at $100 a month, a silver sponsor at $250 a month, a gold sponsor at $500 a month, or a platinum sponsor at $1,000 a month. And all of these different packages come with different benefits on each tier that make it extra special. So definitely contact us.
And definitely on there, it's not just the packages, there's other ways.
Yeah.
It tells you on there,
Yeah,
it's a lot on the flyer.
Yeah,
So
there's different ways you can.
a one-time donation or whatever, and then there's things, levels to tell you how we'll advertise what you'll get,
Mhm.
back for your money, how we'll promote you, what we'll do, and all of this stuff. But there's ways other than a package that it lists on here. It's all on a flyer, and
Yep.
it's all on our page.
Yep.
So you
both
guys
pages.
can go to the page, and there is a code for you to scan on there also. So you guys can go to the page and
Yep.
get more
Go to the
information.
Facebook page
And what
at
you
Voices
say?
and Views with Zan and Charles.
What do you
Get
say,
those
Mr.
sponsorships. Get those sponsorships in. Voices and Views.
Yes, yes.
It is directly our voice here in Freeport. So
Mhm.
get those
And we
sponsorships.
do, we are community geared. So we
Mhm.
do promote the community and try to be out and about and try to promote what's going on, like
Mhm.
we're doing now, advertise you guys' event to get people there. So we do need the sponsorship to keep going. When we need to upgrade equipment, change things out, that
Mhm.
stuff costs money. So
Yeah.
to keep things going, and we'll be coming up on a year in September, and we want to do something special. So you guys, if you donate one time or however you do it, go ahead and sponsor. We are Voices and Views Productions LLC. So donate.
Or sponsor. We're accepting either. Next is the end of school year dance,
Mm.
and that is Friday, May 29th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. for 5th through 8th grade, and it's $2 for members and $3 for non-members. DJ Mike J will be there.
Mike J.
Yes.
Mike is always got them kids dancing and popping. I know he do. And it's funny because he always put on his post, he said, I'm a snitch. He always let the kids know if they not doing right, he'll snitch on them. So that's good.
And that is going to be at the King Community Campus,
Okay.
511 South Liberty Ave. And this event is not affiliated with the Freeport School District.
And they did put that on there.
Yep, so they wanted you to know that.
They want you to know that it's not affiliated with the school district. So come out and support. Get your kiddies out.
Yep. Next is the 8th Annual Community Fun Day Free Bicycle Giveaway. Sponsored by the Inspired Victory Lodge No. 1, Most Worshipful Celestial Grand Lodge Honorable Willie Black, 33rd degree, Grand Worthy Matron of LATIA Grand Chapter, Lady Stella Black. When is going to be May 30th. Where is Taylor Park? The time is from 1 p.m. until done. And they've said to come out and support our 8th Community Fun Day. We'll be having fun for all ages. All kids' games will include prizes and free refreshments for all attendees. Free bike raffle tickets will be given away for kids 13 and under, and 1 ticket per child, and parent or guardian must be present for your child to win and claim a bicycle. Please come out and enjoy the fun.
And you heard it, you guys, don't just send your child out. They tell you on here, parents, guardians, you must be present.
Yes, great community event, great brothers putting it together, and
yes, isn't that a great event?
Yes, and we are High Hope Freeport will be donating a bike to the
bike. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, and that is so nice. I saw once, you know, when the kids, I haven't been able to really just attend the event, but because we are going to be getting out and doing things live a lot more during the summertime coming up, that's one event I'll make sure I'm there. I did see kids riding off with bikes and having bikes and stuff. And kids love bikes.
Yeah.
They love bikes. That's an awesome thing to choose to give to a child.
Mm-hmm.
They love bikes. Yes. You didn't flip so they can see. I was just saying, if you had flipped that, you could have flipped that, and they could see the monitor.
Yeah,
then they can see
so
the show. Instead of, so they don't just look at us and then they hear this heavy voice and they think, "Wait a minute, who is that? Who is that?" You just flipping, like we say, we have a phone set up here everywhere, and we just want many people as we can to tune in as always. And you guys don't forget, let us know where you're from. And while she's flipping her screen around, I got a chance to tune in to a great podcast yesterday, and it was from Big's Radio. Yes, it was awesome. And they talked about support. The young lady talked about support, and hopefully she's on here tonight tuning in. So it's all about support and networking. That's perfect.
Is that good?
That's perfect. Yeah, so. Okay, a couple of more, and we're going to get to talking to this young man. Do you have to work tonight, sir?
Yes, I work tonight, ma'am.
Okay, well, we know you have to get to bed, so we're not going to keep you long.
All right, so next we have the 100 Father's Day event live at Leving's Talent and Concert.
I'm interested in that too.
Featuring the queens of the stage, Tina Renee, Candace Jackson, Diva Nice, V Sunshine, and Lil Rounds, who we also interviewed here on Voices and
Yes, Lil Rounds, and she said she will come back. She's ready to come back whenever, you know. It won't be long. They'll be going on a cruise, but she'll be coming back for another interview.
That'd be nice. Mm-hmm. And that event is going to be Sunday, June 21st from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. At
Mm-hmm.
Levings Park, Levings Lake at 1420 South Pierpont Ave in Rockford, Illinois. And entry is free and starts at 5 p.m.
And
Yes.
just to add to that, that's a will be another Mike J Black Vision Entertainment.
Yes, yes, Mike bring all the
Yeah.
entertainment
So
like that
yep.
together. When as far as getting the artists together to get things like that, and even doing Teddy Baker,
Yeah.
he has that line up on the stage on Adams and Main, for Teddy Baker too, and he brings some great artists out. So shout out to Mike J.
And Black Vision Entertainment.
Yes, Black Vision Entertainment. We shout you out and you out, Mike J. Appreciate what you're doing to bringing some entertainment to
Yes,
our community.
we
It's
need
needed.
Support, support,
It
we
support.
is
need it.
needed. It's needed. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Last but not least.
All right. It's the first ever Juneteenth parade.
Hmm.
Walk with us in unity. It's a 3-day event from
Okay.
June 19th through the 21st. And it says on Saturday, June 20th, Taylor Park lineup for the parade is going to be at 9:30 a.m. and the parade starts at 11:30 a.m. featuring dance teams, live drums, candy for the crowd, concessions, and so much more. Everyone is welcome to join. And they said, calling all businesses and organizations, create your own banners and walk with us. Vendor opportunities for all 3 days. Businesses is $50, nonprofits are $25, youth vendors are $10, and raffle tickets are $50. And Sunday is going to be church in the park. And they said, join us for powerful choirs and soulful gospel music. Father's Day grill off, winner takes home the trophy, community awards ceremony, and win the raffle for a new shed built by the Men of Change and Youth. Community events include youth and adult speakers, poets, kids crafting and educational activities, mental health resources, insurance and financial education, Rockford Black Chambers, and much more. Contact Akia Sanders at 815-238-3601 for more information.
All right. So that be our announcements. Like I say, we do read the community announcements and we usually read them up into your event. So if you have announcements, get them into us. These are just a few that we go on the event page and pull, but you can send them in to us and submit them on our page and we'll decide, if we're going to read it. So let's get into the show here. We
Okay.
have our guests here patiently waiting, and I'm glad we read those announcements since you're part of some of those
Yeah.
announcements there. We know you're real busy in the community in case people don't know. This is Mr. William Brown of High Hope Freeport.
Yes, yes.
Yes, High Hope
Yes.
Freeport is in the house. So,
Yes, we got High Hope
mhm.
Freeport.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we are happy to have them in here. We're happy, very in here. And we won't keep you long because we know you have to go until 90. Some of us have to go to bed because we have to
Yes.
go to work. And some of
So
us,
this is my second time being on Voices and Views. So like
oh,
Mhm.
I'm like
okay.
an alumni already.
Yeah, you're
Right?
like
Yeah.
alumni, and we like our alumni to sponsor us through our package so they can so they can feel like they're really part
Yeah,
of the
and I'm a
show.
future
So
sponsor.
thank you, thank you. We
Yeah, thank
appreciate
you.
that.
We
For
do.
that we need all
Thank
the
you all for
sponsors
having
we
me back.
can. Yes, you
Yeah.
haven't messed up yet. So long as you don't mess up, we'll have you back again. because we, one thing I do realize is it could be something going on with your organization now, but we find out about it. But down the road, it could be a whole new change, and people need to be updated. They need to be informed and stuff. So sometimes we have to bring those guests back to get an update. So thank you, Mr. Brown, for being here. And we do have a few questions for you. Are we going to just how we're doing this here?
Yeah, we can just
Miss Chess.
jump right in. We did have a comment here from Vince.
We have a comment here?
Yeah.
Okay, already?
Yeah.
We haven't even started. Okay.
Vince Rook says, my guy, William Brown, whoever is watching, come to Shoe Sensation located at 1842 Southwest Ave in Freeport, 61032. Get your push and peace in the port shirts and support High Hope Freeport's mission.
Oh, you guys out at the vendor event?
Shout out to Vince Brooks. Vince is the program director for High Hope Freeport. So he will actually be at Shoe Sensations, and Shoe Sensations is in the same mall with like Hibbert's and all that. And they are a new shoe company. They've been there a few.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Vince will be out there for the next 3 days, and they are great. They are one of the potential 40/40 club members. That's what we call the sponsors of the 40 Days of Peace and Community Building. So they are potentially one of our 40/40 club members. But Vince will be out there for the next 3 days. So actually go out, meet with them, support Howard Freeport as well as Gia products. So Vince got the cologne, the perfume. So definitely go out and support. He'll be there for the next 3 days, and Vince.
And like I said, I did see something about that, a vendor opportunity and stuff.
I think it's 5 to 9 today, and then they have morning hours from Saturday and Sunday. So Vince is definitely out there, and he will be out there. Saturday, he will be out there from 12 to 9, and Sunday 1 to 6.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Go
out, visit. Get your Push and Peace shirts. Get ready for the summer as well.
Yeah, I've been waiting on a donation of pushing. What is it? Pushing the Peace in the port.
Yes, Pushing Peace in the port.
I can't say that real fast. I have to say that slow.
Yeah, Katie has one, but I don't.
I don't have one.
Katie has one from last year's Young Entrepreneurs.
It don't matter. Last year, this year, we still don't.
Well, guess what?
And it'll be nice.
So Vince just commented on exactly where to come and get them. And actually, Ms. Zandra has one.
I don't.
From the Peace March last year.
I don't.
Okay, well, you gotta look in that closet.
I don't have one. And I was thinking, when we were thinking about that, when we first started some of our earliest shows, we were telling people, send us a t-shirt. And we would, be rotating them, and we would be wearing them on air as an advertiser. And the day that we have your shirt on, we'll shout you out and give, this way people get a little shout out, free advertisement. And we only charge a free t-shirt. Free t-shirt.
You got your t-shirt, Ms. Zandra.
I do not.
We just got to get Shells.
We're not going to make this. We're not going to make this into a different show. We're not going to make this into a different show. I don't remember. If I do, it's lost in the time capsule. So what was changed then in your life since your last appearance on the show? You mentioned you was here before and you're here again. So I know a lot has changed. What has changed in your life?
Right now, just a good foundational building for High Hope Freeport and what we're doing. So, of course, if people are not aware, we are actually getting ready to launch our second annual 40 Days of Peace and Community Building, which is the 40/40. And so the goal of it, the heartbeat of it, is community building, bringing community together, bringing resources to the community and the neighborhoods that most would define as underserved and at risk and things like that. And for people that know us, we don't use those terminologies, hence High Hope. We believe in controlling the narrative. So we don't see things at risk youth. They are high hope youth. So we don't see things as underserved and underprivileged neighborhoods. We view them as high hope neighborhoods, meaning that if we as a community put into those neighborhoods, that's what they are.
Oh,
So yeah, we view them as high hope because there's no such thing as the narrative is mostly controlled by other people. So a big part of
Right.
us is controlling our
hmm
narrative and defining
that's
Right.
it.
right.
Which
That's
the
right.
biggest thing in unfortunately Freeport is, and across the world, I won't just say Freeport, but social
Yeah.
media takes away from the idea where you have self thought and self identity, especially for our young people, as well as some of our adults, because we see it. But so that narrative about high hope areas is the biggest thing. So we are going into our second days. We will have the Peace March, Memorial Peace March, June 6th. We'll kick off at
Mm-hmm.
Donna's Renewal Center.
Oh,
And
okay.
Mm-hmm.
we will be, and that is the kickoff to the 40 days of peace and community building. And as always, we will make sure you all have the flyers to keep us updated. But you can visit the High Hope Freeport Facebook page or
Okay.
www.highhopefreeport.com to get the full calendar. So the series goes from June 6th through
Mm-hmm.
August 30th. So we have 6 events, which starts off with Beautify the Block, and all events will be in these different locations, and 6 different locations,
Mm-hmm.
which you will see. But our first event starts at Chicago and Frank Street after the Peace March. But the 3-day events consist of Beautify the Block, where we come out, clean the community, and the community is welcome. We always got the wonderful pretzel pickers with us. Um, every Friday, pretzel pickers are with us, and you know the
Uh-huh.
work that they do in the community. And then any
Right.
community ready to come out, and that starts at 8 a.m. 8 from 9:30. Then on Saturdays is when we have the resource block parties. So the idea for the resource block parties is to bring the wonderful organizations that we have in Freeport that are actually doing the work to meet people where they at. That's the theme of it. So those organizations will come out and come into our high hope areas. Will set up the
Mm-hmm.
booth, set up their booth, and be able to introduce people to the resources. So of course, it will financial literacy, mental health. We'll be having work shoes this year, housing help, workplace development, just a host of community organizations that are going to come out. And just to highlight some, we will have Hope Wins, Voices will be there, the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services will be there, Illinois Department of Public Health, State, Stevenson County Board will be there,
Okay.
FHS will be there, the Pretzel Pickers will be set up there, Be Smart. So there's a host of community organizations that will be coming out. Um,
Okay.
then on Sunday we have what we call Church in the Streets, which will
Mm-hmm.
be officiated by different pastors. So this year I think we have lined up Pastor Evelyn Ramos, Pastor Pat Vanderbilt, Bishop Wade, Pastor Isaac Jackson, Pastor Deontay Collier. So just to pray and bring that praise and worship into the community. So, in addition to the events, we also will be doing the shoe hoops and our guns basketball tournament again this year with the youth at
Mm-hmm.
the Boys and Girls Club. Those dates will be announced. We are also broadening it out this year to do something for the older guys. So we will be having
What do you mean by older guys?
the older guys and gals.
Old
You know,
men and
want to
women
play
versus men.
basketball. Yeah. So
Old
what are
folks
we?
like me.
I don't know if you want to get out there and dribble a
No, I
basketball.
don't. I
Okay, well, it's
don't
not for
really.
you.
No, I would watch and sit on the sidelines and record.
Yeah, so that will be in collaboration. So the Shoe Hoops Not Guns is in collaboration with Team Step Back, Corral Shipping Team Step Back. Um, this one, Brotherhood and Bucket League will be for 25 and up. That it will be hosted by Steve Ship, and it'll be in partnership with How Freeport, and it'll be a part of the 40 Days of Peace. And again, you can go to www.highhopefreeport.com and get the full schedule. And the Juneteenth event, sponsored by Kia Sanders, we are also participating in that and making that a part of the 40 Days of Peace and Community Building.
Oh,
And we also just want to reach out to the community. If anyone has any events going on, any organizations in that time frame, we'd love to include it and put it on the 40 Days of Peace and Community Building calendar. Because the goal is to get us to work together, right? And to get out the
right,
silos. So we will have
right.
more updates and announcements coming for the 40 Days of Peace and Community Building. But I
Mm-hmm.
also want to highlight we are going to our second cohort of the check-in program. So a check-in is a mentorship program, also in partnership with Careership and Team Step Back with
Mm-hmm.
the Boys and Girls Club. So we do that program at the Boys and Girls Club. We're going into our next cohort, fourth through sixth graders. You can visit the Facebook page, see the flyer for parents that want to sign them up, and get all the information that you will need to sign your young person up. And we focus on emotional regulatory, conflict resolution, financial literacy, self identity, community impact, and just helping the young men leadership, communication, and things like that. Because we believe if we catch them early, it prevents them from going the other way.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense.
And we also want to highlight our Safe Haven program. Safe Haven
Mm-hmm.
is our Safe Haven program is for mothers who's lost children to gun violence, and we've been doing great this year with that program. Some of the Safe Haven mothers will be there during the Peace March Saturday, June 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Okay.
amazing things we're doing with them. So we are just working. Hopefully, we'll be introducing the Awakening program here in the fall. So yeah, we've been working and coming a long way since last year.
Oh, okay. So, what actually inspired the idea for 40 Days of Peace?
So when I was released from prison, I had the opportunity to through a education justice program while I was in prison getting my college degree, get my associate's degree. I had the opportunity to continue with
Mm-hmm.
my education and attend the University of Illinois Vice College of Business to get my MBA in Essentials. Myself and a friend of mine that were incarcerated, we started a nonprofit while in prison, and he was released before me and kind of laid the groundwork for what we will be doing. And then once I was released and went to Champaign Urbana, traveling back and forth from Freeport, that was the place that we initially started the first 40 days of peace and community building in Champaign Urbana. So once I decided to focus solely here on Freeport, I wanted to bring that initiative here.
And that's a good idea for something like that. You know, people think a lot of
Yeah,
times, well, we're in a small town. Well, we're in a small town, but it's a lot of big things happening here
Right.
in this small town when they think about that. And, you know, pushing peace in the port, just thinking about that statement, that's
Mm-hmm.
what it's all about. It's all about pushing peace
yeah, peace
wherever
and
you're at.
community union. Because
That's
Yeah.
we
right.
see that a lot. Like I learned that since I've been here over 6 years, that
Hmm.
division is a lot of division here. I believe we're doing better, but
Yeah.
it's always the negative. Sometimes the negative is louder, and
Yes.
the
And
negative
that's just it.
voices.
It's just louder. And,
Yeah,
Right.
you know, that's
it
it.
does nothing but talk. Right, the
It's just
negativity do nothing but
louder.
talk. But the people that actually do the work are the community builders, that are out doing
Right.
things in the community, giving back to the community. And I believe some of those bridges are being repaired and some of those gaps, those voids are being fulfilled by the people that's doing great things in the community and for the community.
Oh, okay. So, in answering that again, so why you think then that communities need events like this right now?
The coming together, like the climate that we're in, or the
Hmm.
stigma that people paint Freeport, like if you listen to some people or social media, they would think Freeport is the most horrible place in the world to live and
Mhm.
exist.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
And
disagree.
yeah, and me as well. And the saddening and disheartening part about it is adults, right? And
Yeah,
since I deal with youth a lot and how Freeport deals with youth, the youth hear this, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
The actual truth is most of the people that's got all the negative and stuff to say, and I say it and don't care if they get, you are not the future of Freeport. Our youth are,
our youth
Right.
are,
right?
and we don't want to
So we
leave our
need to
youth
be speaking
with
that
that. That's
something
right.
positive into them. Yeah,
Right.
And that goes along with
yeah.
a lot
We
of
need to be
things. You
speaking
have to
positivity
speak
in that.
positivity over yourself, into your life, into your surroundings, and everything. You
Mhm.
have to do that. If you keep saying, oh, it's this, it's bad, it's this and that, you're going to always have that feeling in your head.
Yep.
And if you're not doing anything to change the things you have a problem with, please just shut it down. Shut it down. Nobody's listening because, I look at people when they come to me and they complain about this and that, and I think, why they telling me stuff and think, and you ain't doing a damn thing. Or what are you doing to make a change? Or you just one of them people that just like the lip service,
Yeah,
because that's all that is you're going to get a sore lips. But
and that's a
yes,
part of it for sure. But I believe,
yeah,
like I know we got great organizations in the community, great churches and organizations that are
yes,
doing
we
things,
do.
and that is the heartbeat of community building, right? So what that does,
Hmm.
it gives us an opportunity to get more cohesiveness, right? So with all the
Right.
events that's going on, if you look like from my research last year, so just the impact of the 40 days of peace and community building last year. So over the whole initiative, even when it was a whole bunch of negative put a misconception and negativity put out about it, over the whole initiative, we still had 400 attendees. We still were able to get
And that's
321
good.
community feedback surveys. We were still able to give free clothes and toys to 150 kids. We had 80 youth participate in the Shoe Hoops and Not Guns basketball tournament. We gave
Okay.
away gun locks, video cameras. We connected 37 community members with mental health resources, housing resources, childcare resources. That is the bigger picture.
Yes,
Mhm.
that
And it was
is the
all
bigger
based
picture.
on, right. And it was all based on being there, being present in the community, and then the community coming together, right?
Hmm.
And like some of the awesome things I had people that were from the first ward that hadn't been in the 30 ward in 20 years in the third ward.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
they came out and meet with your neighbor, meet with your community. That's how you community build. And the overarching thing is we have to be the change we want to see. It always starts with the people.
Right.
Hmm.
I don't care what nobody say. You can go hoop and holler and do what you want to, wherever you want to do it. The people are the ones who start the change.
People make the change.
The
That's
people make
right.
it. So our theme this year, which was created by our check-in mentor, we want the kids to have a summer. So that's the
Hmm.
theme for the second annual 40 days of peace and community building. But yeah, overall, I love to see everything that's going on this summer. I'm seeing more research parties,
Yes.
more
Mhm.
people coming out cleaning up the community, more
Yes. I'm
services
looking
for
forward to
mental
the
health.
summer.
Yeah, more activities for the kids, the camps.
Yes.
This is what it's about, to get out
Yes.
that stigma and say, oh, kids don't have
Ain't
nothing.
nothing to
Of course, we
do.
got great strides to make.
The
We got a
kids
lot
don't
more
have
that we got
nothing.
to do.
No, you're not.
But
And a lot of times there's
yeah,
stuff for kids
but
to
we
do.
are getting there. Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
They are stuff for kids to do, but a lot
yeah,
of times the parents are not making sure those kids make it to those events. They're not sending them or taking them a lot of times to this event unless it's something that the kid is going to
yeah,
get like
and
candy or a toy or something out of. And then sometimes we want to rush our kids to that. But there's a lot of other things they can get. Where it is a lot of activities going on for our youth this year coming up, and
Yeah.
I am very happy about that. I
Yeah, and
am.
but it's twofold. So I won't completely say the parents is also awareness, right? Sometimes you
Yeah,
have to be out there, like
you
with
have to
the
make
40.
yourself, but that goes back to the parent. That's your responsibility to keep informed. Why would you want to live in a world or anywhere in the community like you're in the dark? You don't know what's going on around you.
Yeah,
No, I guess to know what's going on around me,
but
what
everybody
what's
don't think
out
like that,
there.
Sandra. You got to
But
think
what's
everybody
you
don't
gotta
think like
know,
that.
I know, but you gotta know what's out there.
You
If
got to
you
go do
don't
your
know, you
research, right?
gotta research or talk to someone to get,
But who
Yeah,
reach
a
you gonna
lot
out
of
to
talk to
people
people.
if you
don't
never
even know
talk
to
to
do
nobody?
that though.
Yeah, they don't even know to talk, but they know to talk to someone. They
Yeah.
talk to people all the time. People know how to say, "Hey, do you know anything about so and so?" That's
Yeah,
something
that's true.
simple, and then that opens up a conversation for what?
Yeah.
Instead of complaining or tearing somebody down, a lot of people don't have any problem with conversation that way.
Yeah, that's the
Say,
best thing to
hey,
participate
do
in,
you know
right?
what? They ain't got no problem reaching out then. They reach out and get on
Yeah,
social
yeah, yeah,
media and
yeah,
type stuff and tear people down. They have no
yeah,
resource problem there.
yeah.
Until
But
you get trying to make
sometimes,
an AI
sometimes,
about your mama, they ain't got they don't have no problem there. But
yeah.
reach out and say, hey, do you know about so and so? Do you
But
know where
this
I
is the
can
thing,
find
Sandra. I
out
hear what you're
what's
saying,
going
but
on?
this is the thing that we also got to remember, right? It's
What's that?
twofold. That
Yes.
what I've learned is distrust, disinvestment. So you got to start rebuilding that too. So it's responsibilities on both sides
Yeah,
as
that's true
providers and
because
people with lived experience.
yeah, a
So
lot
why
of
not
people are
just,
hurting.
hey, one day walk down and be like, hey, we doing this. We doing
Hmm.
this. Come out and learn about it. And then
Hmm.
I think sometimes we don't share a lot of information with each other
We don't.
unless
Right.
it's like you
We
said,
don't.
the negative stuff.
We
So
don't share.
everybody got a role to play. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody got a
Yeah.
role
Yeah.
to play.
So what are
Some
some
people
of the
don't.
goals this year for this year's 40 Days of Peace?
So the goal is to broaden on what we did last year. So last year we had 400 attendees over the
Mm-hmm.
course
Hmm.
of the initiative, and the biggest part of it that we want to build on is three components that we really want to build on: the community feedback surveys. So we had 321. So the
Right.
community feedback surveys, what it does for High Freeport, excuse me, it help us construct programs that the
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
community has input in. So if you look at the
Okay.
Right.
check mentoring program,
Hmm.
that went off the feedback from the community, right? Actual
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
people in the actual neighborhoods, and oh, this is what we need. We need more mentoring programs for young people. The Awakening program, which we're hoping to launch in the fall, was crafted off that feedback. Like once these young people get involved, justice impacted, or they may be lashing out at school, preventive measures. Okay, let's create a program based on what the community told us, right? So
That's
those
right.
are just the high hope impacts, but the
Hmm.
community resource partners. So last year we were able to connect 32 people. This year we want it
Okay.
to be, maybe it should be 300 to
Yeah.
resources that they need. So
Mm-hmm.
our goal each year is to build on what we build on and be repairs of the breach and be a resource hub, because the
Okay.
organizations are there, the opportunities are there, and the resources are there. Our task is to connect them,
That's
right?
right.
Bring them together, even if it means meeting people where they at. So that takes
Mm-hmm.
away from the distrust or the disengagement. So now you're
Hmm.
aware, and then it becomes like Zandra said, where you knew about this and you ain't get the kid involved or the parents that
Hmm.
need support, because parents
That's
need it
right.
as well. Like,
Yeah, parents need support
yeah,
too.
parents
Yeah.
need support, and we got um, the Freeport parent group that they have a Facebook page. They will be at our events as well. So just to
Hmm.
get support,
Okay.
AOK network. If you need help just with getting milk or learn how to properly feed your child or the little massages and things like that, all this will be here to connect with. So you can actually
Yes.
go speak to them and get a view on their thing. So
So
that's
what
our
is
goal.
what are some of the things, Stan, that people misunderstand about violence prevention?
So if you look at and that plays like exactly into our mission. So when we say like our mission is to address the root causes of community
Mm-hmm.
violence that brings gun violence. And that is
Mhm.
a three formulated thing. It's education, prevention, and support services. So
Okay.
education, yeah, education, educating people about how to identify community violence, what creates it. It's not one thing that create atmosphere where gun violence or community violence becomes acceptable. So you have
Right.
multi-layered things. And the prevention comes in when we get the young people in and get them to think different, right?
Right.
So the check-in
Yeah.
mentor program, right? Before they get
Mm-hmm.
involved, you catch them early. Before
Catch
they
them
get involved,
early. Yeah.
right? Then
You
you
got to
leave
catch them earlier and
it
earlier. It seems like
early, especially in this,
nowadays.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially in this climate, in the social media climate.
Yeah.
So you catch them early and teach them how to think about making their own identity, not letting it be dictated by what social media tell them, or not letting anybody else define them. You teach them about leadership, manhood, emotional intelligence, conflict resolution. Because the biggest thing that go on in our community, the biggest impact is emotional intelligence. Ego is the reason for a lot of the things that happen, right? If
Yeah.
Mhm.
somebody called me out my name, I don't now I just gotta go do something, go pick up a gun or whatever, right?
Right. Because I'm
This is
mad
the
because somebody
mentality
said something wrong. Mm-hmm.
and is the lack of not understanding their emotions and how to respond to it differently. And is the
Right.
lack of resolving a conflict without it actually going to that
Mm-hmm.
point. So that's prevention. Then you have mediation, which means boots
Mm-hmm.
on the ground in the streets, talking to the young people that's out there and try to get in front of some of it before it happened or stop it from being reciprocal. That's part of it. Prevention
Mm-hmm.
also is community coming together, right? If a
Right.
mother, something supporting the mothers who've been impacted by gun violence in our community, right?
Mhm.
Supporting the families and the kids who've been impacted by it and letting people see it. Because if they
That's
don't
right.
see it, to them it's just names and numbers, right?
Mhm.
And that's what you get for most of the people that do all the yipping and yapping and talking negative. It's just names
Yeah.
and numbers to them. They have never contacted the family, never sat down and spoke to them, never talked to the
Mm-hmm.
child. It's just this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So all that plays a part in prevention, the wraparound services, and
Okay.
being a part of it and being it out. And mentoring is heavy in it too. And that's not
Yeah.
just for boys. How Freeport focus on boys, but it's for girls as well. Like Eats at World Impact Ministry and Lady Chakala, the Pearls. Like more of those things I needed in a community for when you talk about prevention. And so education is part of prevention, mediating is part of prevention, mentoring is part of prevention. And then on the back end, programs like the Awakening Program, those that may have already been impacted, just as impacted or been impacted by community violence, to come through a
Mhm.
program
That's right.
where we go through it. So yeah, those are the three
Okay.
things. Yeah.
Okay. So, what does mentorship mean to you personally?
So mentorship to me personally is two pronged. First is based on my life and my history, not growing up without a mentor or guidance and things like that. And then understanding the generational impact of the lack of
Mm-hmm.
mentorship. And when I say
Mhm.
generational impact, after, I was incarcerated, I had no mentor, nobody. The same thing happened with my sons, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the generational impact of not having mentors and things. So you go through
Mentors needed.
yes. So you go through a litany of missing mentors. And so for me, mentorship is personal because it's a good is needed for young people to be able to express themselves in a safe space, right?
Right.
Be, be guided by the right people that's gonna give them the right thoughts. and a right way to view it. And then helping young people understand it's okay to not be a part of what the normal social media
Right.
end thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have someone that's constantly in their life building with them, like I always use Corel as an example. Some of the kids that have went through the check-in, he's been with them since they were like in third grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And they fourth, fifth, sixth grade. That's a consistent thing that they know that they can depend on,
Right.
right? So it may be a
Mhm.
conversation that they can't have with mom or even their dad, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel comfortable having it with them. So that's the key thing with mentorship.
Yes. So did prison change the way you look at human behavior?
Ultimately, it did. Yes, it did. Because
Yeah. Okay.
absolutely, absolutely, and
I can. Hmm.
it does. Because mm, I'm trying to PG this for voices and views. So
Yeah, please, PG. And I can understand,
yes.
that.
So
Yeah.
for me, prison gave me a much broader avenue on how I view it. So I went in as a teenager, right? So
Okay.
Mhm.
I grew up in prison. I went in as a teenager and came home at 42 years old. So my
Hmm.
20s, 30s, beginning of my 40s were all spent in prison. So my maturation process happened there. What it did, like honestly, every type of human being that you will probably meet in the world, you will meet in prison. That's number one.
Hmm.
And then in
Because it's
prison,
just people anyway.
yeah,
So
it's just people. It's just people.
same
People
people.
who made mistakes. Some people
Hmm.
belong there. Some people don't belong there.
Hmm.
So for me, you you don't have that noise that you have on the outside world, and you get to
Hmm.
actually study people, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Then you have that choice of if I want to be better or just be bitter, which means make a career out of prison or once I'm released, bring something better to the
Hmm.
world. So it made me understand human nature or how I view human nature on every level. So it made me
Okay.
kind of like tolerable.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It built my empathy, right? And it built my person as far as dealing with relationships and people.
Hmm.
So prison
Mhm.
can definitely give you a skewed view, but that's based on the lens that you're looking through, right?
That's
Because
right.
yeah, and this is a side note, but the idea of rehabilitation in prison doesn't exist anymore. That went away
Hmm.
years ago. So that's a choice that individuals have to make when they
You
go.
have to make it's a
Yeah.
choice.
Mhm.
Yes.
So, why do you think young people are struggling emotionally?
This probably gonna cause some controversy, but
Go
so
ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
so I think young people the most impactful emotional struggle that they have is identity.
Hmm.
And I can take it like to back in the day and to how it is now. So if you think about the idea of how things was before you had social media, right?
Mhm.
And most young people get their identity from the household, meaning what you see in the house, excuse me, is how you define yourself, whether it's a two-parent home or a single parent home, whether it be a single mom or a single father. So
Mhm.
those innate naturally become your first heroes, right? The people that you
Right.
learn from. The mother is the first teacher of the child, of course. And if a father is present, that just adds to it. But your first heroes or people that you look to are in your household, those that are around you. The social media age now tells you they shouldn't be your heroes. They tell you who should be your heroes. It's rarely that you see posts that highlight anything like home. So a generational defunct happened from back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I'm talking like the 60s and 70s, where the structure of the
Mhm.
household was different. And now it's more men missing. So their emotional disconnect is sometimes they don't have an emotional connect. More times than not, the first thing we do with our kids when they get in the house is get them some type of internet prone device, whether it's a phone or a tablet. And you rarely have those opportunities where you sit down and ask them, like, how are you feeling? And explain to them why they are feeling like that, or get an understanding of why they're feeling like that. And it rarely happens. And part of that is parenting, part of it is the community, because
Mm-hmm.
the idea of a village doesn't exist anymore. And then they go together.
That's right.
Yeah,
Have you ever talked someone out of making a dangerous decision?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've well, yeah. Yes, I'm gonna just say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is the hardest conversation that you've had to have with someone?
Mm. Is this in general or can it be personal?
Either way you want to take it.
Yeah.
Because the
We're
hardest
voices. Use your voice. Give your views.
no, the hardest conversation,
Mm-hmm.
well, is the hardest type of conversations I have is talking to a mother who lost her child
Mm-hmm.
to gun violence, and just to see what they go through. And sometimes that though they have love and support and family around them, we could never imagine that. So I tiptoe in those conversations. Um, Personally, the hardest conversation I had, and I'm transparent about everything, was with my oldest son, who right now is in prison for a first degree murder, and getting him to take responsibility for his actions and not to take the mother and the family through that trauma. So those will be my two hardest conversations. When the other ones, when I'm just out talking to young people about thinking different and changing their lives, they are not necessarily hard because I understand I was them. So I don't differentiate. I was them. I just had no one to tell me to do different.
Okay. So, did you always see yourself becoming a leader someday?
Not in this context. Growing up how I grew up and just being honest, and I think it was more so other people expectations put on me to be able to sit here and talk to you all. I never thought I would be here.
Hmm.
Like at 8 years old, I understood my life was going to turn out two ways: dead, or I was going to be spending the rest of my life in prison. So when that point came where my thought process changed and my maturation process came into play, I was a leader negatively. So it was an easy transition to do it in a
Mm-hmm.
positive way. Lead for a reason that's going to impact totally different.
So, what's something people rarely talk about then when it comes to violence?
Nah, people going to be upset. So I'm going to
Well,
say
let
it
them be
anyway.
upset. We
Yeah,
like
I
those
know I'm saying it
juicy
anyway,
questions.
but
Yeah,
I
say
think,
it.
no, I'm speaking to our community. And
Mm-hmm. Hey,
yeah,
hey,
if
you
they
know,
offended, I
if
meant it.
they're
Yeah.
offended, we're sorry. We apologize in advance if you guys, it's not
No,
to
no, no. Yeah,
rude,
well, I'm
it's
saying
to
that for voices and
educate.
views. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm saying that for voices and views. Me
Oh,
personally,
we're
this is just
good.
how I
We're
feel.
good. We're good. You
Okay.
you can't do anything wrong unless the screen go black. Then we know you did something wrong. If they
Okay.
don't unplug
So,
us, shut us down, and put a little warning up, we're good.
all right. So, but I don't want none of this to fall on voices and views. I think the biggest thing that we don't talk about in our community is self responsibility,
Hmm.
Hmm.
right? We are quick to say everybody else need to help us and other people should be. And it's not like the government has a role to play, absolutely. Um, the schools do as much as they can. Is plenty of roles that need to be played, but first is us,
Hmm.
right? We rarely hear us lashing out when it's us doing something to us, right?
That's right.
we have to just be real. Like, be
Mm-hmm.
real. I know people gonna be offended, but I'm just keeping it 100.
The truth is the
Yeah,
truth.
it is what it is. Like, it's rarely when it's us doing something to us coming together, us building for each other,
That's
us
right.
being the
It's
village
all
telling
about
the truth.
us.
Yeah. So you rarely hear that. Like, it's rarely heard, right? And it's easier to point the finger at why somebody else not doing nothing, or to say I don't like what you doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable with you not liking what I'm doing because I know I can't solve everything by myself. So if you don't like what I'm doing, we're trying to help with community violence. Whatever ideas you get out there and do it. I welcome it.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
If I'm
It's
doing
all
some
welcome.
wrong, show me.
Right.
Yeah,
Do better, show
and
me. Don't just tell me.
yeah, and I don't believe like my approach is wrong. I understand my approach won't cure everything. So if
Mm-hmm.
you got a different thought process and say, "Hey, we need to add this," do it
Mm-hmm.
instead of wasting your time about what someone else isn't doing. But I
Mm-hmm.
think the biggest thing that's less talked about in our community is self responsibility, and we got to get away from that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. That's true. Wow. What role then you say would the local businesses here should play?
So this may be letting my cat out the bag, but the
Well,
local
let it
business.
out the bag. We got
No,
some
no, no.
juicy
That one can't come
questions.
out.
We got
Well,
some
20
good
is that's for
questions today.
2027. That's for
Oh,
2027.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll hold that and ask you again when it gets to 2027.
Seven, yeah. So local business, I think local business have the opportunity to support in a whole lot of ways. Like, even if you do simple things like support different organizations that you know are doing the good community work. Open up in your business to simple things like maybe teaching kids, right? Teaching young people, educating them, like having an intern in whatever business that you in, because it sets
Right.
them on being the path to young entrepreneurs. Like our expo that we're doing Tully Baker. Like,
Mhm.
businesses could come out and sponsor a kid and let that kid come for the summer and walk a week to your business so they can understand like how those things go, right?
Right.
So it treats them entrepreneurship, it treats them ownership, and then every business that's here, whether people acknowledge or not, they are investments in the community, right? Because they invested in that community and give back and receive from that community. So just something simple like, okay, I'm gonna have a
Mhm.
week or two for an intern, so I can let a kid shadow me through
Yeah,
what it
and
is
we
like
just
to,
got through talking about
yeah,
that right before we came on.
Mm-hmm.
We always talk about ways that we can do something different as far as the community.
Yeah.
We're talking about a training class that we're going to sponsor and offer for the youth. We're talking about different things. And, starting next week, we start our youth empowerment series
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there where we'll look for, bringing one young person on because it's not about, once we get them that start, we got to promote them. We got to stay behind them. We got to give them that push and they have a voice. They have things they want to say. And
absolutely.
I'm interested in hearing from the kids, no matter how good, how bad. We need to let them, and that's all a part of their mental health. We need to let them use their voice to come
Mm-hmm.
on to be able to say how they feeling about school, how they feeling about whatever, what are their interests, so people can know, say, hey, well, I can help support this kid this way. They're interested in that. That's the whole idea behind the youth empowerment that I want for
Mm-hmm.
the kids to, not just come on to be able to talk. It's a reason for putting them on, to talk. So if you know of any youth that wouldn't mind doing that. We do require the parents to be on with them. We don't want any problem unless they're old enough that they don't need the parent on. But if they're younger ones, the parents must be present with them. So you can let us know if you want to, refer
Yeah, I'm
any
gonna build up the
youth.
lineup. Yeah, we had this conversation. I got a
We're
lineup.
going to be doing, okay, we're going to be doing a lot of things. Like you said, we have a training class. You want to talk about it now or you want to wait?
I might want to wait
You
till I
want to
get a
wait till
little
you get a
more.
little bit to be announced?
Yeah, yeah.
to be announced. It'll be something for the youth, and I think it'll be awesome. And
Mhm.
Shells is gonna lead this training. So we're gonna get ready to kind of wrap it up. I know you have to go, and we have to go, and I have to go close up a greenhouse. So if you can lead the audience then with one message tonight,
Mhm.
what would it be?
Mm. So I use the message that I tend to share with my young people all the time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it fits adults too. And I think it fit
Okay.
our community overall. So I share with them that every day God wakes us up. We are
Mm-hmm.
given two things. These two things you don't have to pay for, you don't have to submit anything for, you don't have to beg anybody for. You giving it, you are just gifted it every time you open your eyes. Those two things are a chance and a choice.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
every day you are given it. So whether it's a chance to be better or do something different,
Mm-hmm.
choose to do so. If it's a chance to shake somebody's hand that you've never shake their hand, choose to do so. If it's a chance to impact a young person or an elderly person, or maybe that unfortunate person that you see in the streets and just say hello, good morning, do you need a hug? Choose to do so. If it's a chance to make your community better, choose to do so. If
Mhm.
I could give our whole community that, take
Mm-hmm.
advantage of those God given chances
Yes,
that you're given and choose to do better and be better.
that's right. That's awesome. We are
Yes,
given
that is an
many,
awesome
many
closing.
chances. So we want to thank you again for
Thank
coming
you all for having
on.
me.
It's important that we keep on doing conversations like this. So
Mhm.
Absolutely.
we're glad to come on. If anybody have any comments, if not, you better drop them right quick because we're gonna
Yep.
close out. If you have something to say, and we have anything,
Joe says hello.
hi Joe,
Hi,
hello.
Joe.
Thanks for tuning
And
in
again,
again.
Peace March, March, the Memorial Peace March will be honoring those that we lost in the community. June
Okay,
6th,
June 6th
11
is the
o'clock.
Memorial Peace
Yep.
March.
Follow the How
All right.
Freeport page or go to www.howfreeport.com to get the
Mhm.
full event calendar and for updates and scheduling things that'll be happening for the
And you
40
want to let
days of
us
peace
know
and
what's
community.
coming again on Memorial Day? So
Memorial Day, we will be where Hope Wins, the great Lindsay and Janelle. Hope Wins for youth mental health awareness. The mayor
hmm
will be making a proclamation. We will be at the Art Plaza, right behind the post office, if anybody don't know. And it will be starting immediately after the parade is done. It will be kicking
okay.
off. Yeah, so
And
come
what's that
out
time?
immediate. The time is at 10:30 for setup and 11 o'clock to start. But
Okay.
people will be out there, and depending on it factor in too on how long the march is. I mean the Memorial Day parade. So
Okay.
that will be there, and it's a live band coming. Activities for the kids. Get the resources and get awareness
That's
about
right.
youth mental health. Absolutely. So come out.
That's
That'll
right.
be Monday. Yep.
Monday, Operation Love will be there.
Operation Love will be
Also,
there.
giving some voices and views to be there on hand
Yep.
to
Hmm.
talk to you guys. So come out. It'll be a hot one. So make sure you're cool. But come out and stop by our tables and talk to us.
Yeah.
You can, I'll have sign up sheets there on the table. I don't know if you have them, Mr. Brown, too,
Yeah,
but
we'll
I'll
have them in.
expo for the
Yeah.
expo, I'll have
we-
those sign up sheets too in case somebody want to sign up right then and there.
And pushing peace in the shirt, pushing peace in the poor
And I'm
shirts
waiting
will
on
also
mine. I
be
guess I
available.
can just snatch me one off the table Monday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back
they,
in my old style days when you ask for
they will be
something so many
available.
times and you
Yeah.
don't get it, you just go take it, right? You ain't gonna
Yeah.
keep begging, you're just going to get it.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You got one
Mm,
already.
you
Oh,
know
and
what I'm
one more
talking
thing I
about.
want to mention. my brother Deontay Collier and World Impact
Mhm.
Ministry, they'll be having their community event on the 30th, which
Oh,
is
okay.
next Saturday at World Impact Ministry. So you can follow their Facebook page for that.
I think I'm
Definitely come
already
out, get the
following that
resources.
page. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think they're gonna have
next Saturday. What
yeah.
Saturday is next Saturday?
So
We
you
don't have any.
can go right. Yeah, it's from 11 to 2, and you can head down to Taylor Park for the bike pass out right after that. So the 30th is full of events
So
at
both of
World
them are
Impact
on the
Ministry.
30th.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
just different
Okay.
times. I
Mm.
think they'll have school vaccinations out as well. So just follow they Facebook page. Go to their Facebook
Okay.
page and get all the information. Yeah.
Will
Okay.
do. All right.
All right.
How Freeport will be there. Vince will be there for that one
Okay.
sometime. Yeah, we plan on having the booth there. My granddaughter graduating, so I'll be in Chicago with her.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you again. And we're going to just sign off. And we have a guest
Goodbye. Get
coming.
your sponsorships. I hope Freeport is getting their sponsorship. So get your voice and views sponsorship.
Yes, please
Mhm.
sponsor, donate if you can't do a
Yeah.
regular sponsorship. You can always donate to help us out. Um, we have many things going and we will keep going, but we will be back with you on Wednesday where we
Mhm.
kick off our first youth empowerment series. So you
Yes.
guys join on
Definitely
Wednesday
tune
for
in. Definitely tune in.
yes,
Mhm.
tune in, tune in. So thank you for all who's tuned in.
Yep.
And remember, you can always go back and you can watch it over and over. And TikTok, if you didn't get a chance to hear, you can go on our page on Facebook or YouTube and you can, it's recorded.
Yep.
So
Voices and views with Zan
Voices
and
and
Gels.
Views with Zan and Chills on our page, and you can go and watch it like a lot of other people do. Thank you, Mr. Brown, and we're out.
Thank you all for having me. And 20 days of peace and community building. Come out, people. Let's get it.
And we'll see you on Monday.
Yep. See you on
Yes.
Monday.
All right.
All right. Goodbye.
We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.